All right, today it's not going to be about the Shelby really. We're just taking these wheels off right here, the BMSs. We got a car show tomorrow. Might rain a little bit. And I don't want to risk it with these Mickey Thompsons on, so we're going to throw the TSWs back on with the street tire. These are the Nitto 555s. You get it, G2s. So we're going to throw those back on here. That way tomorrow, for that little bit of rain we're going to get, a little bit of wetness, we're going to drive with the street tires on because I do not want to risk it with the Mickey Thompsons. Today's video is going to be about the 3-valve. It's been a while, right? Yeah. This, don't worry about. We took the radiator out of the Cutlass and then we raised it back up thinking it was all done leaking. And yeah, so ignore it. That's normal. All right, let's go. Whew. Today's video, what's it about? How the 3-valve's holding up after, well, a lot of things including this wrap. The wrap's doing okay. It's about that time to change it. It's actually past due, but it's been on here like 8 years. A few parts I had to replace, so they haven't been there as long. But as we go through this wrap, little scuffs here and there. This is as expected. Protecting the paint, obviously. It's dirty. We need to car wash it. Got a little scuff here. I actually don't know how this one even happened. So this has been rewrapped. A door, spoiler, things have been rewrapped. But it's holding up pretty good. I got scuffs down here. We do track the car. It's been through, it's been through its courses, man. So some road course racing, regular racing, whatever, autocross. So it's you're gonna end up hitting some things here and there, having fun. The seats have been really good. Otherwise, the wrap, as far as that goes, after 8 years and tearing the whole car apart and tucking the wrap to make sure it's done properly and not just hanging off and just like cutting the edges, like not to rip on some of those YouTubers that wrap cars. It's kind of a fast method and fast way of doing it, but like this bumper, the front bumper, the skirts, the side skirts down here, all the louvers, everything was taken off the car and then wrapped. So we did it properly where we tucked everything to make sure nothing hanged out to where it would eventually peel, making this wrap last longer. Plus it's in a garage, the shop here. It's been in a garage prior to this shop. So it's been stored winters. It's not outside in the weather climates and stuff, bad weather and whatnot. So that's why it's been able to last so long. So I've had some people ask me, how did it last so long? How did it get there? And well, that's basically why, it's well taken care of wrap. So otherwise, it's been pretty good. This I got to redo. I'm not sure who did this. It's been a while, so I had time to get to this, but just never did. Looks like somebody put it on there and it fell off. It didn't really stick well, so they started adding a bunch more in there, which, I mean, whatever. I'll redo it. A little bit of Goo Gone I got in this corner over here. Should fix the job. Take that off and redo it, make sure it's more flat to the surface of the car. Who knows? I might just rip this whole wrap off, even though this wrap is discontinued. They no longer make it, which is a gloss rushing riptide. It's very, very hard to find. If you don't find it, it's probably gone. So this color was unique. I loved it. However, this color is basically gone. So probably gonna look for a new wrap. So as far as the wrap goes, it's been really good. It's been really good. It's had its time. It's getting to that time where it's time to take it off. Trying to see if there's anything in here that maybe popped up, but nothing's popped up. That's crazy after all these years. This held up as well as it did, but do it right and you're good. All right, let's check out these doors. How about that? Remember those door panels you guys did, the Sagi doors? Let's get on to those. Well, back to the doors. I figured I'd take a little mini break. Now, usually these cars are notorious for the sag or that material they had in here would always pop out and bubble, if you want to call it that, and start peeling from the top here. These I had a video made. I did it on Coverlays. So these panels are from Coverlay. I think it's coverlay.com or I can't exactly remember. But I do have the video in my history, so if you guys go back into my other videos, you'll see me going through and doing this whole setup with these plastic panels. I mean, they literally fit like a glove. Well, yeah, you get the point. They fit great. They worked great. They're still sticking great. The only issue I ever had with these on both sides, I got them over there too, obviously, is this right here, which is kind of popped out a little bit, if you guys can see that. Not a big deal. You can fix it if you want to. Go back up underneath there and glue. That's one of the areas I didn't really glue that I thought I didn't necessarily need to get in that area because I got it up in here. So I thought it would all kind of fixate in there better, but it didn't. So here it just kind of popped out. No biggie. That's my fault. It's not the coverlay's fault. However, these have stuck on here. They're doing great. They're in there good. I've slammed this door or whatever. They've held up nicely. So no more of that, you know, fixing the doors where they had that one material that always sags or comes off. No more doing that over and over and over. I got tired of it. Or coverlays. These are a little bit pricier. Some people can find them on Amazon cheaper rather than going through coverlays. I went through coverlays. That way I can have maybe the exact product that I know will fit and that I know will work. But who knows? Some people said it's the same product. I couldn't tell you. That I couldn't tell you. These are discontinued. They no longer make them. That was a Shelby 8-inch speaker. Keep in mind the car is a little dirty. It's been sitting a minute again. Not very well. I suppose I drove it last week. So I've been driving it here and there. Just haven't gotten around to actually detail the whole car. I highly recommend it because they work great. It's been many years now. And I mean, they're amazing. So it looks like it just came with the cars. Actually, what they should have done in the first place. But yeah. Then we got the Roush bumper. I had to get a new one. If you guys remember old videos, I hit a raccoon. Well, a couple of them. It was like a family crossing the road. And there was an oncoming car coming. I had nowhere to go. And then, bam! But yeah, we got a new bumper. So this bumper's been holding up. It's the Roush bumper. Again, I love this bumper for the 3 valves. It gives it that nice, unique look. The DRL black projector headlights are holding up really well. Everything in the car for light-wise is LEDs. I converted everything to LEDs. They work great. The hood, it's a 2020 GT500 style hood, carbon fiber. I got off a Car ID. Amazing hood. Turned out really good. It's actually been really, really nice. This is real carbon fiber. It's holding up. Like I said, guys, still dirty. Haven't got around the detail in the car. But the hood's been great. So, I mean, if you go over a certain miles per hour, it just kind of shake a little bit. But that's why we got the hood pins in there. So, amazing. Glorious. Then we got the Foose grill. Had that for quite a minute. For quite some time. Turned out great. Actually, about the same time I wrapped the whole car. So, maybe 8 years I've had that grill on there. Because before I had the fog lights in the middle that were close together, kind of like the Eleanor look. But I got the Foose in here. It's been great. Again, I mean, everything on here, the DRL projector headlights work great, LEDs. This is all, everything on here has been great. The hood's been amazing after all these years. The hood is actually somewhat new. I would say about 3 years it's been on the car. The RRS, was it double R? I can't remember the exact Corbo seats. I think it's how you say it, Carbo. These seats have been great. I got the 4-point harness on here. The 4-point harness is amazing. These seats are amazing. I think the diamond stitch is great. The comfort's great. I have like a 38 size waist, close to a 40. I know a big boy, right? Kind of a built dude. So I want a good seat. And my daughter's been stepping in here, so it's dirty. But I wanted a good seat to where I can feel comfortable in here, but yet track the car and still have a good time, but have a good look, you know? So I think these seats do justice. I don't think the video does it justice, but these seats are amazing seats. Directly off of Carbo. So I mean, from the diamond stitch look, from the way these, I mean, I don't know if they still sell these seats because they're always changing, you know, new products, new stuff come out, new styles, but these seats have held up great. I had old Corbos, but I broke it. So on my driver's side where I snapped something inside the seat in the bottom, it wasn't the actual adjuster, however you call that, but it actually broke inside the actual seat in the bottom part of the frame. So I just said F it, went through and got 2 new seats, and these have been great ever since. I think I've had these for about 3 years now. What do you call that? I can't think of it right now. Harness bar has been really good too. I almost called it a panhard bar. But the harness bar has been great as well. That's where I tied my 4-point harness seats, or the belts to. Works great. Make sure you do it correctly though. Don't want to have a mess up when you're in an accident. So, great. Not saying it happened here. I just know some people do these wrong. So, great. The FR500 Federals, holding up really good. Cheap tire too. If you're looking for tires to track, those, I mean, I know tires right now are kind of hard to find and get. I think I got bit by a mosquito. But anyway, these tires have been really good. They're good track tires, say for like autocross and stuff. For you guys out there that autocross cars, you know that the Federal 595 RSRR tires, if you ever used them, I bet you can vouch for me that these tires are pretty good tires to track around any type of road course, autocross, whatnot. So I have all 4 corners and they're amazing. What do you want? Yeah? You want to get the Corvette out? Okay. Well, I'm going to get this Corvette out and we'll dive back into a few more little updates on the car and what I think, you know, from over time, how things have lasted and held. All right. The biggest thing about this car that I've had in cars in the past that would not is the reliability. This is a 2008 model. I know the 05s, 06, and mid 07s had the spark plug, you know, issues and whatnot. In 07, they ended up changing that spark plug to a 1, so you don't break spark plugs anymore. There's a few other things as well that they changed up to make it more better, and this is better. This is a 2008 model. Spark plug issue, don't have it. This whole car has been very reliable. It's been very good. I've never had any actual real problems besides just the regular maintenance on the car. Still same transmission, same motor, all the whole 9 yards. So it's been a great, great car. Well maintained, oil changed every time. I beat this car around corners. It's been around road courses, like I said, autocross and whatnot. Drags, it's held up really good. It's been a really good car to me, very reliable. So that part of it, I would say held up pretty good over the years. I'm just trying to show you guys, obviously, the products I've installed, like the door panels, the wrap, and how things have been holding up over the years. I figured I might as well throw the motor in there, too, because the 3-valve is pretty, I mean, it's a pretty reliable car. This diffuser down here, made by Brandon Polar on Instagram, or 66 Polar, or Polar Customs. It's a great diffuser. It's held up really good. It's sturdy. It's on there. It's literally on there. Same for the back here. It's on there. So... great diffuser. I'd highly recommend it. He's got, I think, a couple different styles. So I figured I'd go with this one. Kind of aggressive look. I think it looks pretty cool, especially for road coursing, tracking, and whatnot. It's cool. It actually goes all the way up underneath the bumper. 2 screws. I think it's 2 or 4. I could be wrong. It's been a while, right? Forgive me. It's been a while. But great diffuser. It's held up really good over the years. Had that on for quite a minute. The wheels are 2010 GT500 wheels. Threw them on here years ago. Those held up nice. Besides when I hit a pothole. That wasn't good. Had to go get a new one. I don't know really what else to tell you, but that's held up. I mean, the carbon fiber in the interior, like the Dyna Performance carbon fiber interior, I put it around, like this was just, you know, easy, but around the whole car in here, this is held up pretty good. Nothing's peeled, nothing's came down. It's been really good. Like I said, the panels have been great. These seats are amazing. The touchscreen is a Sony, which is, you know, whatever. You can always put any type of touchscreen in here. Some people go, I think it's Dynavin. But yeah, it's been a very, very good car. A lot of the stuff has been holding up very good. And the reason I'm shooting this video is because a lot of people have asked me how certain things have been holding up. And majority of the time, if you want things to last, take care of it, store your vehicles. This has always been stored in a shop or garage. So a lot of the stuff has lasted over the time, has been beat up. I know one of the main things that maybe weather wouldn't have to do with is the panels. These door inserts, what you want to call them. They've been holding up great. I've been running all over, chasing this one in between cuts. So, this has been great. It's been nice. I'm glad I did it. This is, like I said, I highly recommend you guys do this panel insert here. It's been great. The speakers, 8-inch for some of the models. Mine's a premium. They don't make this anymore. I wish they did, because it's a big upgrade. I love it. I got on both sides, obviously. I did a video on installing these as well and where I got them. I think it's Stangs R Us. But yeah, they no longer hold it or have them. So I don't know where you'd get them. As far as I know, they're discontinued. Same for the wrap color, it's discontinued. So it kind of, you know, sucks. But that's the update, guys. Hopefully you like it. If you want another update on something else, I can dive into anything you guys want and shoot a video on that. Otherwise, yeah, this wraps up the 3-valve. It's been a minute. I figured I'd take it out and show you guys what's been going on. The Regal will be gone soon. We got a buyer. This was supposed to be a big part of the channel, diving into this and tearing it apart. There's a lot of stuff we did. We had a 327 over here we're going to put into it, small block. We ended up not doing that. We're going to save that possibly for a truck. The interior, we did the whole carpet, the seats, the front and back. We did the whole Dylan welding and stuff like that. I think it was Dylan and Matt. Welded the whole bottom, make sure all the holes are done, no rust. Did the sound deadening down there, like the dyno, whatever you want to call it. Everything's been soundproof. Then we put the carpet in, did the door sills, I mean the whole 9 yards. Got this car back up and going. Sometimes you gotta shut these good because they just don't shut, you know what I mean? It's got a 350 in here, used to be a V6 or V6 turbo. Bought it with the 350. And then we found out the transmission didn't really go with the car, so we got a new transmission for it, which is over here. Pipes, and we got a cross member. So we're supposed to update a lot of stuff in this car. Dylan has a square body fever right now, so he's going to sell it and then go back into a square body. So this car will be gone soon. Sucks. I wish I could have brought more of this car to the channel, but it is what it is. Sometimes people move on from projects and move on to something else. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on. Hope you guys like the content. If you guys want to see any type of like updates, we got the radiator out of that too. So we're getting there, alright? We'll be doing a whole series on that. This was not going anywhere. It's family, it's sentimental, so that is here to stay. But the rest of the stuff, we'll get around to it. If you guys want to know more updates on the Shelby or maybe upkeep or how things are holding up on that, let me know. Same for the 3 valve. Some of you guys have asked a lot about this and the wrap and the door panels, and those are more of the specifics that have been brought up. Why not? Alright guys, take care. I'm out of breath. I'm running out. It's time to chase her and do some exercising and working out. Got some boxing stuff over there. It's time for me to hit the gym. Well, whatever that is. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. Later.